Good evening. Today we'll start with some problems of JW exercises, electrostatics 2. So come to page number 65, JW exercises. Keep this page ready. We'll start in 1 minute, okay? Electrostatics 2, JW exercises. Page number 65. We will start. So today we'll do few JW problems. Okay, and I think I had told to do a video, and I think you have done it, but I don't have the WhatsApp video of it. I think Aniket, right? Divya, Divya.
Yes, sir. I sent on WhatsApp.
You have sent the video on WhatsApp or you have sent
Yes,
the link
sir.
on WhatsApp?
I have sent the video.
Send it again once.
Okay, sir.
Okay, all of you. We'll do some problems of JEE part 1 of electrostatics 2. You don't have any exam this Sunday, right? Or you have?
No exam.
Next Saturday, sir. Not this Saturday.
Next Sunday, any idea?
Combined.
Combined. Okay. Start with what do I say? How do I say it? We'll do problems. Today's class, each and every problem that we do, I'll tell you the logic, I'll tell you the answer like normal. At least 15 problems to 20 problems you will do, excluding homework. And I want all of you in the class to understand all 20, okay? Either after my explanation or you should only get it. But at the end of today's class, you should feel like from this JEE exercises, these 20 problems, I know with logic. Can you do that? If you're not understanding, please tell me. Because these questions are a bit important for your main JEE, not our exams, actual JEE. Okay. Shall we start? Okay. Second reason why these are important is if you can solve these questions properly, these 20, 25, whatever we do today, then your 12th standard electrostatics, you can start on your own. You can open that book and you can start boards thing, okay, topics, okay. So that is why I want each and every question to be understood by all. Therefore, after every 4 to 5 questions, I'll ask whether everyone is clear. If anyone is not clear, I'll explain that concept again or explain it again, the whole method, okay. But be with me, be a little attentive for today's class. I have to complete some questions which I want to do today, and as soon as I complete that, I will stop. So be attentive, we can finish it fast. Okay, so start with question number 1. Time limit 1 minute. Start. Aniket and Divya, I saw the video. Excellent work. Okay, very good. I think I will be promoting it shortly. Good work.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Charging by induction and charging by conduction differences also you have told, which is good. So once I publish, all of you just check it. All of you in the class, electroscope is one of the topics. So just see the video. It is not just a video to watch. It is a part of your syllabus. Okay. Now, first question. Look at the question. I got answers as A, B, and C. I got mixed answers. Answer is very simple. An electric line of force in XY plane is given as x square plus y square equal to 1. Listen to me. X square plus y square equal to 1. Can I also say it as x square plus y square equal to 1 square? Now, what does this equation remind you of? Anyone?
Pythagoras.
Circle? Circle? Correct. So tell me, which option matches?
Option
Answer is
C.
C. Direct. The thing is, you
Power
should know
transfer.
the general formula of a circle. Yes, someone was saying something. What is the equation of a straight line? Can anyone tell me? Y is equal to mx plus c. Can I say that? Y is equal to mx plus c straight. See option 1. Particle will not move at all. Not possible. Given data is not sufficient for JEE. This is never the answer. I told you last year also, even if they give one dot in the question, it is sufficient because it is JEE. Okay. You can never answer as given data is not sufficient. Please remember that will never be the answer in any of the chapter, in any of the subject for JEE. Okay. Option B and option C, particle will move along a straight line or particle will move in the form of a circle. Now, straight line equation is what? Y is equal to mx plus c, or any other linear equation you can say without square. Can I say any straight line equation does not have square at all? Usually, general equation of a straight line does not have square. Which equation has square? Ellipse, hyperbola, parabola, circle. Do you understand? Usually, if you know math part. So x square plus y square equal to a square, or x square plus y square equal to 1 square. Classic example of a circle. Can I say it is actually a math question in the form of a physics cover? It is a math question, but they gave a story of physics. Therefore, answer is C. Everyone understood the concept? Okay. So first question, everyone clear? Very good. Second question, start. Anyone getting the answer?
Option A.
Sanskrit, correct.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Answer is A. Getting it or not?
Yes.
Answer is A.
Yes.
Everyone getting it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Perfect. It's direct, correct? It is a direct question. You just have to put the formula and substitute. One more direct question is question number 3. For this, I will not give you time more than 30 seconds. Read it in front of me and give me the answer, whatever you think should be the answer. And I want every one of you to give me the answer back right now. Read the question, read the options, whatever you feel, send me the answer. Start. Devansh, correct. Very good. Very good answer, Devansh. Rudra, perfect. Malhar, correct. Devansh, correct. Rudra, correct. Malhar, correct. Siddhant, correct. Sumitra, correct. Aniket, correct. Riya, correct. Durva, correct. Sharwari, okay. Okay, Sharwari. Sanskriti, Akshat, Rahul, all correct. Okay. Arpit, try again once. Arpit, try again. It has to be perpendicular to that plane. Answer is it has to be perpendicular. Divya Shah, correct. Good. Akshat, Rahul, Arpit, Divya, Siddesh, Arpit, correct. Answer can I say is C. Because it is along the x-axis, then it will act perpendicular. Equipotential surface perpendicular to the x-axis is YZ axis or YOZ axis. Okay. Question number 4, take it as homework. Question number 4, take it as homework. Question number 5, take it as homework. And question number 8, take it as homework from this page.
Can you repeat the homework?
Come again.
Can you repeat the homework?
4, 5, 8. 4, 5, 8 from page number 65. So all of you look at this page. Look at question number 1, 2, 3. Tell me if you have understood all 3. 1, 2, and 3. Please confirm. All 3 should be known.
Yes.
Perfect. Question number 10. Important. Start. If you give me the answer, I'll be more than happy. Otherwise, I'll explain the logic. Question number 10. They are saying an infinite long plate. So you should know infinite long plate means electric field is sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Remember, electric field of a plate. We have done it in electrostatics 1, Gauss theorem. Sigma by 2 epsilon naught. That is the clue. Now start. Anyone getting the answers?
Option A.
Now, answer is A. Getting it? Is it a fluke or actually you're getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Getting.
Yes, sir.
Sir, getting it.
Getting it, all of you? With the logic sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Siddesh, I'll show you later on. Once everything is done, we can discuss. Okay, Siddesh? Sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Okay. If you look at the clue, can I say C and D is automatically out? Just check once.
Yes, sir.
Then your confusion should be between only A and B. Fine. Therefore, answer for the 10th one is A. Okay. 11th one more important question. Just the clue I can give you is all the charges are equidistant from the center, so you can use the equivalent formula. So start with question number 11. Start all of it.
So which question we have to do?
What is the, I could not hear you properly. What is it?
Which question we have to solve now?
We are doing 11th one right now. Page number 66, question number 11. Answer is A. I'm getting the answers. Rahul, correct. That is the logic. Savi, I can do it. We'll do it later, no problem. Ria correct, Sharvari correct, Siddesh correct, Peras correct, Sumitra correct. All of you try and tell me if you're getting it. Rudra correct, very good. So tell me what is the question asked, what is the potential at the center? Tell me what is the formula for potential? Formula for potential is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught FEWV table. So can I say it is Q by R? Correct. In this case, what is the total charge? So what is the net charge? Can I say plus Q minus 2Q plus 3Q? Correct. This is the net charge. What is the answer? Plus Q plus 3Q is plus 4Q. Plus 4Q minus 2Q is 2Q. Correct. But tell me, what is the net charge over here? Malhar, correct?
2Q
Q minus 2Q plus 3Q.
plus 2.
So the total charge is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2Q or 2 capital Q by R. So 2 ones are, 2 twos are. Therefore, can I say 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught Q by R or small q by R? Can I say this is option A? Check. Can I say this is option A? It is a direct formula for potential that we are using. All of you clear? I'm not going to explain this problem again because I'm explaining it now. So everyone please concentrate and tell me whether you have understood this.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
12th one, start. Anyone getting it? Figure shows
Option
the
A.
electric lines of force. Correct. Option is A. Everyone listen. Figure shows the electric lines of force which curves along a circular arc. The magnitude of electric field intensity is same at all points. If the potential at A is V, find the potential at B. Now I know the formula for potential. Tell me what is the formula for potential?
E into R.
Tell me, have we done this formula in the last class? Potential integration of minus E dr. Tell me, did you understand this step? First, you should know that this is the formula we used in the last class. V is equal to integration of minus E dr. Everyone look at the screen. Now, in this case, potential is our net potential. What is the net potential? Potential difference. VA minus VB is equal to minus E dr, or VA minus VB is equal to minus E integration of dr. Integration of dr means, can I say electric field is acting along the arc? Look at the diagram. Can I say electric field is acting along the arc? And what is length of an arc? You have studied in 10th standard, length of an arc is S equal to R theta. Now tell me, what is the length of the arc given in the diagram? What is length of the arc given in the diagram?
R theta.
Electric field acts along that arc. Now you know what is the length of an arc from mathematics. Length of an arc is radius into angle. Therefore, can I say from this diagram, electric field acts along the arc and the length of an arc is R theta. Check. S is equal to R theta. Do you know that formula? Correct. Now, look at
Yes,
the
sir.
screen. Potential at B. Now, continue from this step and tell me which option will be applicable. Continue from this step and tell me which option will be applicable. Answer will be A. Correct, Sumitra. Others?
Option A.
Vera, Siddharth, Riya, correct. Can I go to the next one now? The only thing is, you should know how this became R theta. I hope everyone understood how this is equal to R theta, because length of an arc is equal to R theta. Correct? Can I go to the next one, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Question number 13. It's a theory question, but you should know the logic. So if you don't know the logic, I will tell you as and when we get the answers. Look at the question, look at the 4 points and tell me what according to you should be the answer and why. There is a strong logic behind it. And if you do not know the logic, while I give you the answer, please make a note of that logic. Look at this. Because of this minus sign between E and V, as E progresses, look at the diagram. As E progresses, V decreases. Understood the logic? As E progresses, see the diagram, how E is progressing. V decreases. Now with that logic, because of this minus sign, the answer is on the screen itself. Tell me which point will have the highest potential, which point will have the lowest potential. That way you should get one logic. So tell me which option will match. All of you start. Now listen, look at the diagram. Now, as I keep going this side, means the arrow is this side, correct? My potential will decrease, correct? Therefore, can I say VA will be at the highest potential, all of you? VC will be at the lowest potential. Now, between VB and VD, can you tell me which will be at a higher potential? Simple question. I know that VA, come again, who's
BB.
B will be at a higher potential. Why?
Positive. Positive.
Positive. Therefore, can I say highest will be A? Look at the screen. Then it will be B. Then it will be D. Then it will be C. I'll repeat. Highest will be A. Then it will be B. Then it will be D. Then it will be C. Now there is no confusion between A and C because A will be the highest because it is on the left hand side or right hand side for your diagram, and C will be the lowest because you're going ahead. Now between B and D, B is highest. So now tell me which option matches A, B, D, C.
Option B.
Can I say option B matches? Now everyone, now they might change the points in the question. They might give you some other options, but logic will not change. Did everyone understand this? Logic will not change. Therefore, as the electric field progresses, potential will decrease because of the negative sign between potential and electric field. Can I go to the next one? Answer for this particular question is B. Can I go to the next one? Okay. My voice is breaking or am I clear?
Clear.
Clear, right? Okay. Start with question number 15. Again, it's a theory question and it's a direct question. Start and tell me the answer for question number 15. Start and tell me the answer for question number 15. Okay, let us start. Question number 15. A point charge minus q is revolving around a circle and fixed infinite line charge, positive charge lambda per unit length. Now the point charge is shifted and it revolves around the circle. Now listen to this. Any chapter, okay? This is a very common question in algebra. Work done and circle. Work done and circle. Answer will always be 0. Correct? Why? For example, what is work done by the earth in 1 year? Answer is 0. What is work done by the fan when it turns? Answer is 0. What is work done by an electron around the nucleus? Answer is 0. Correct, sir. Because there is no displacement. Because it always comes back to the starting point. What is the basic formula for work done? Basic formula for work done is force into displacement. And can I say in circular motion, your displacement will always be 0 because your starting and ending point will always be the same. Therefore, in a circle, your displacement will always be 0. And if your displacement is 0, your work also will be 0. This is the classic example of a story trying to confuse you from that logic and trying to tell you to get some other option. Concept is same. Here what they are saying, smaller circle, bigger circle, they have put lambda also. Surface charge density, linear charge density, charge, bigger circle, does not matter. If it is a circle, work done is 0. Did you get it? Therefore, you should not get confused with the wordings, because how much ever big story they tell you, that logic won't change, that in a circle displacement is 0. Now you make a big circle, you make a small circle, you even make it into a bigger circle. That is just story around it. Can I say work done will be 0 itself? Therefore, answer will be, which option is 0 in this? Option will be A. Correct?
Option A.
Now, question number 16, take it as your homework. Question number 16, take it as your homework. Now, on this page, we did question number 11, 12, 13, 15. Tell me if you are clear with all. 11, 12, 13.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Yes, sir.
Turn the page. Turn the page. Another theory question. I'll give you 1 minute to get the logic. Question number 19. Start. Question number 19. Okay. When a negative charge is released and it moves in an electric field, tell me, what does electric field do to a charge? We have done it in the previous chapters also. What does electric field do to a charge? Answer in one word.
Accelerates.
Accelerates, correct? What does electric field do to a charge? It accelerates. So can I say, when it accelerates, potential energy will be almost 0 because everything will be kinetic energy. Therefore, if you look at this, can I say it will go to a lower potential energy because most of the energy is kinetic energy? Are you listening to me? It will have lower potential energy because electric field will accelerate it. And since it gets accelerated, it goes to a higher potential, and it goes to a higher potential with great speed. Great speed means higher kinetic energy. Can I say if kinetic energy is high, automatically potential energy has to be low because total energy has to be constant or total energy has to be conserved. Therefore, which option tells you that potential energy is low, but potential is high? If I look at option C, it is higher potential, but lower potential energy. This is the answer. Did you understand the logic? Now, you should definitely know that it should be lower potential energy. That is why option B and option D should be automatically out in the first iteration. Option B and option D should be out in the first iteration itself because that can never be the answer. Is it clear? That can never be the answer. Question number 20. There is one more logic to this. I will tell you the logic, but before that, try to answer. Question number 20. 19th answer is C. I hope everyone got the answer for the 19th one. 19th answer is C. 20th one, start answering. So listen. How many of you are getting the answer B? Raise your hand. B for bat. Good. Okay. Energy will always be conserved. That is the shortcut I'll tell you in every problem. Okay. Energy will always be conserved in whichever scenario, in whichever system. Very rarely, and that in JEE advanced, you will get a problem where energy is not conserved. In JEE mains, you will hardly get a scenario where energy is not conserved. Therefore, any problem you see, any system, stationary, moving, partial stationary, partial moving, energy is always conserved. The question always is where the momentum is conserved. Now, so if energy is always conserved, okay, that is E. So which options remain and which options get eliminated? That is my first question. Which options remain and which options get eliminated? So option A still remains. Option B still remains. Option C is out because E is always conserved. Option D still remains. Correct? Only one option is out. Now listen to this. Have you studied elastic collisions in part 1 in last year? Tell me. Before collision, what happens to conservation
Yes,
of momentum after collision? Don't you realize that in those systems, both the spheres were free to move? A and B are going in one direction, they were in opposite direction. If I keep any sphere fixed, I lose the privilege of conservation of momentum. Conservation of momentum can only happen if both the bodies are free to move. If both the bodies are free to move, then only momentum is conserved. You might have studied some derivations also in the chapter of force. Before collision, what happens? After collision, have you studied that in part 1? So, if any one sphere or if any one frame of reference or if any one system is fixed, momentum loses conservation property. Therefore, if both are free, then both energy and momentum are conserved. If one is free and one is fixed, energy is anyway conserved, but momentum is no longer conserved. Now, with this logic, can I say the perfect option that I will get is option B? Just check. With this knowledge, can I say the perfect option I will get is option B? Tell me, are you getting it?
yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Now, if Y was not fixed, okay, if Y was not fixed, then what would be the answer? If both were free to move.
A.
Answer is not there in the options. Both will be conserved. If both are free to move, can I say both E and P will be conserved?
Yes,
That
sir.
option is not there. Okay. So please remember, if the question comes or if the option comes, if both are free to move, then both P. P is what? Linear momentum. Linear momentum and energy both are conserved. But energy will anyway be conserved in any system. So I'll give you one shortcut for JEE mains. In part 1 also, you will get many problems where what is conserved? Charge, energy, momentum. Energy will always be conserved. So you can eliminate many options with this logic. Okay. And if the system is constrained, constraint means I put some restriction. Restriction means what? I don't allow it to move it freely. I make it stationary or I fix it to a point. Momentum always goes out. I cannot say momentum. Momentum is only conserved when bodies are free to move at their own will or it is a free collision. Please make a note of these points because these points are actually part 1 points, okay, especially from kinematics and inertial frame of reference. Okay, but we are using them in part 2. With this logic, your question number 21 will be your homework. With this logic, question number 21 will be your homework. Now I want all of you to solve question number 24. Time limit 2 minutes. Start. Question number 24, page number 67.
Done, sir. Done, sir.
Done.
Okay. Answer is C. Tell me if you're getting it.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Should I do it or you got it?
Sir,
Sir, please do it. Sir, please
I'm not understanding. Do it or got it?
do it. Do it.
Okay, I will do it. For people who have got it, you solve 25. Question number 25. For people who have not got it, I will do 24th one on the screen. Okay. But in the meantime, everyone start with 25. If you're not getting 25 also, then I'll do both on the screen. I will just write the question of 24th one in the meantime. You guys start with 25. Okay, for people who wanted 24th one, other people continue 25. So people who wanted 24th one, so they have given v is equal to something that I've written on the screen, and they have told 0.111. 111 means x is 1, y is 1, z is 1. Okay. Now you know the formula E is equal to minus dv by dr. So for E along x-axis will be minus dv by dx, E along y-axis will be minus dv by dy, and E along z-axis will be minus dv by dz. Correct. Now tell me what is minus dv by dx. Tell me what will be minus dv by dx. Minus, this will become minus 4k x. Tell me, are you getting this? When you differentiate this term with respect to x, are you getting minus 4k x? Now can I say this will be plus 2ky? This will be plus 2ky if I differentiate the term with respect to y. And what will I get if I differentiate with respect to z? Minus 2kz. Correct? Everyone understood till here? And I know that resultant electric field is equal to square root of ex square plus ey plus ez square. Resultant electric field vectors. Now do it and tell me, for people who are not getting 24th, now tell me, are you getting this by using this logic? E is equal to square root of ex square plus ey square plus ez square. Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you want, I can continue and I'll show you. Answer will be C. You will get 24, I think, inside the bracket, correct? Square root of 16 plus 4 square root of 24. 24 is 4 into 6. 2 will come out, k will come out. Therefore, I think it will be k2 root 6. Getting it 24th now? If you want me to go further, let me know. I will go further. Otherwise, I'm assuming everyone got the answer for 24th one. Okay. Solve for 25th. Solve for 25th. Answer is A. Tell me if all of you are getting, because answer is find the potential first. Find the potential. Start. If you find the potential, you will actually get the answer as A. Actually, I have to put the options in the question. If I put option A in the question itself, I'm getting the answer. Now tell me if you are getting the answer for 25th as A.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
The distance, you know, it is square root of this minus this square plus this minus this square
Pi.
plus this minus this square, correct? Therefore, my distance will be actually square root of 9 plus 16, which will be 25. It will be 5. My R will be 5. This is the first thing you should get. If you don't get R equal to 5, you will not be able to get the answer. Your resultant R will be 5. Just check. If you do square root of, this is again math formula, correct? Distance formula. Remember this
Yes.
formula, math distance formula. Tell me if you want, I'll show it. But everyone should get R equal to 5. If you get R equal to 5, then it is direct formula. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, blah, blah, blah. You will get the answer. Got it? Very good. Perfect. 26, homework. Tell me how many homework are done for today?
6.
6. Okay. 27th, 1 minute problem. Start. And I want every one of you to confirm within 1 minute with the right answer. It's a direct substitution question. Start and tell me what should be the answer for 27th one. Answer for 27th one, I think I'm getting mixed answers. 27A, C, D. Answer actually I think should be C. Just think about it. Getting it? Little bit. Formula.
Sir, it should be A now.
Yes, sir.
Actually should be
Bogdan is equal to QV.
actually should be A. But if you apply the formula, tell me, getting it, not getting it. Potential is given, correct? What is the potential given? 10 power 6. Charge is given. What is energy? Energy means work done. Correct, work done formula. So tell me, what will be the formula? Q into answer. Tell me.
Option
A,
A.
B, C, D.
A.
A.
A. Answer is A, not D, not C. Now, how are you getting D as your answer? Can anyone tell me? I got 4 answers as D. It is W is equal to QV. Getting it? Direct formula. Okay, turn the page. Yeah, 28. That's actually in the previous page only. Start. Now, read the question. Before you start solving, just see the diagram once. And I'll tell you one logic about this diagram. Okay, start reading 28. Listen to this. Saw the question, saw the diagram. Okay, I'll give you some more time. Read the question. Aram say. see the diagram aram se, then I'll tell you one or two sentences. Based on that, you try to solve. Okay. So read the question, see the diagram, and based on that, you try to solve. Work done does not depend on the path, correct? Work done does not depend on the path, and displacement is along the direction of E. Check the diagram. Displacement is along the direction of electric field. Please look at the screen. Look at the diagram. Can I say displacement is along the direction of E? Therefore, work done also will be in that direction. Therefore, can I say I have to consider x-axis only? Check. Because displacement is in that direction. How do I know displacement is in that direction? Displacement goes along the direction of electric field. Second, work does not depend on the path taken. Therefore, y and z axis are automatically out. Therefore, my only axis under consideration should be x-axis because of two reasons, which I just said. Now, start and tell me what should be the displacement happens along the direction of electric field. I'm getting answer as B from many of you, B for bat, which may be the right answer. Think about it. Are you getting it or not? I'm getting the answer as B. Yes, no, maybe. Work done will be charge into electric field into displacement, correct? Work done will be charge into electric field into displacement. That is force into displacement. Force is QE into X. But can I say X will be minus A this time? Check. X will be minus A. Therefore, answer will be option B. Tell me, are you getting it? Option B.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Siddesh is asking Ganesh. Okay. Can I say work done is force into displacement? Force is QE into displacement. Actually, x-axis only displacement is going on. Therefore, can I say, look at the question. Can I say the total displacement happens from some point to some point? Just check. Correct? See, check.
Yes, sir.
So can I say displacement will be total displacement A to 2A, which will be minus A, initial final. Therefore, '29th one homework. '29th one homework. '33rd one start. '33rd one start. 3-3. Can you see what I'm doing?
No, sir.
Answer.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Can you see this? You cannot see the answer?
Sir,
Sir,
the
the
screen is
screen
not
has
sharing.
not been shared.
Screen is not
1
visible.
minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Answer is on the screen that I was writing. Tell me, reading it, will you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Sir.
Read the question, look at the solution. I thought it was being displayed. Okay, now read the question, read the solution. Tell me if I should walk you through every step or are you understanding? Just check.
Yes.
First case, second case. Then divide first case by the second case. Why I'm dividing? Because in the question itself, they're asking me what is the ratio of VA by VB. They're asking me in the question. That is why I'm dividing 1 by 2 because I want VA by VB. Because I have VA square by VB square, I have to take a square root because they want only VA by VB. Okay, nothing great, but you will need to know the formula. You need to know it. Clear? Okay. 35 homework. And last question for our problem. After this question, we'll discuss Van der Graaf generator and then we'll stop. Okay. So this is your last homework, 35th one. And last question for today, easy question. Just try to understand the logic. 36. Each charge is equidistant. So you can continue and get the answer orally also, or you can start working it out also. Question number 36. Read the whole question, look at the diagram and start. Question number 36. Devansh, very good answer. Perfect. Malhar, correct. Excellent. Good. I like the speed. Siddhant, correct. Rudra, perfect. Rudra, Malhar, Devansh, excellent answers all throughout. Priya, I'm waiting answer from you. Sharvari, correct. Savi, answer. Sumitra, correct. Peras, correct. Tejas, correct. Sumitra, right. Sharvari, right. Sharvari also very good attempts today. Good. Priya, correct. I hope you understood the logic, Priya. With the logic, I hope you got the answer. Rahul, correct. Yash, also correct. Chitra, correct. Very good. One good news for you guys is your 12th standard portion has been reduced, correct? Like last year itself. You heard it, right? So your 12th standard is back to 75%. Means last year, because of COVID, they had reduced your board's syllabus, which was very good because from your board's perspective, all difficult topics were removed. Difficult topics in the sense, topics which had a lot of derivations, which had a lot of problems, all that was removed. And this year they are following the same pattern. So you will have 25% reduced syllabus, especially if you're attempting MHT CET seriously, your marbles, at least 400 to 500 pages of physics get wiped out because of that. So this will give you time to focus more on JW. I know that boards was anyway not a part of concern, but now the portion has become so limited that you should be able to score very well in boards as well. Plus you can give more time to JW because 25% means 1/4 of your portion has been eliminated. So that will, then your time towards JW should be more than boards. Okay, now, so the which topics are reduced, already there is a video made by us, Catch 25. If the same portion is reduced, I'll tell you from the textbook which sections you don't have to study from your 12th perspective and from MHTCT. From your JW perspective, nothing changes. So I would expect that particular time to go into JW. Fine. Will the portion reduce more? Answer is no. Maximum they can reduce is only 25%. if the condition remains same, they can just postpone the exam. They cannot reduce more syllabus. So they can just postpone the exam. This is the only deduction you will get. So don't think next month again COVID is there 30% like that, it will become 100%. Okay, don't assume that way. After this, if the situation does not improve, they will postpone the exams by 40 days, 45 days, that way. But your portion will remain constant now, which is very good, which was anyway expected. For you guys, especially part 2, your derivations are saved completely. You might not realize now, but it is gone for you. So you just have to remember the result for JEE. For boards, you have to even remember the derivation. For example, Gauss. Gauss, we have done sphere, metallic plate, all that. Remember the pages I told you, all had derivations. At least 17, 18 pages derivation, all eliminated. Okay, only the final result. For JEE, for boards, even that will not be counted. So problems on that also are eliminated. So that is good for you. Okay, so come back to this. Tell me, are you getting the answer as D, 36D? Because the total charges in the system and the formula. The total charges in the system applied to the formula will directly give you answer D. Now tell me sincerely, how many of you got the answer orally? Means without even lifting the pen, saw the question, saw the diagram, got the answer. Tell me sincerely, yes or no?
Yes,
How many of you got the answer?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Got it? Okay, fine. So we stop our problems at this point. I will start with something called Van der Graaf generator, which I told you to see some videos. I'll give you the link also. I will give you the link now itself. I want all of you to see the video, come back, and you guys also have to make a video. Now, who will make a video for Van der Graaf generator? You can DM me right now and I will make a video. Otherwise, I will pick up. Okay, your lucky day is going to come very soon. Oh, so many people volunteering. Excellent. 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 40, 50. Oh my God, so many people are volunteering. Yes, come on. Siddhant, very good. Okay, who will help Siddhant? Come on. Who will help Siddhant make the video? Here, there is no point looking down. I can see everyone. In the class, if you look down, it's fine. I cannot notice you. Here, I can see all of you. Who will make the video? Yes, it's you. I'm looking at you. Correct? Will you do it? Yes. Tell me, who is it? Siddhant, very good. First volunteer is Siddhant. Okay, we'll ask Siddhant itself. Whom do you want to partner with you to make the video? Siddhant, tell me. Siddhant, are you there? Has someone hijacked your phone and said yes? Okay. Siddhant has given me 2 choices. Siddhant, give me 1 choice. Tejas is fine. Tejas, where is Tejas? Is he there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, he's there. Yes, so Tejas and Siddhant, you will have to make a video and Van der Graaf generator. And you have to submit it on August 1. Okay, Siddhant and Tejas. Okay, good. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll explain some basics of Van der Graaf generator. Then all of us will watch the link together of YouTube. Okay, I'll send the link, you watch it, and we come back so that you understand better. And watch only the link that I send you. Don't go to some other videos and start watching something else. Watch that and come back. But before that, let me tell you what is Van der Graaf generator. Van der Graaf is a scientist from MIT and Stanford and all the colleges as guest faculty. He made something called particle accelerator. So Van der Graaf generator's actual name is particle accelerator. What does particle accelerator do? Have you done cyclotron with you guys? Have I done cyclotron with your
Yes,
batch?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes. So what is cyclotron? Can I say cyclotron also is a type of particle accelerator?
Yes.
Van der Graaf generator also is a particle accelerator. The difference is in cyclotron, I use electric and magnetic field. Here, I use pure electric field to get very high speed and destroy the target. Even cyclotron, I was getting very high speed of a proton, comes out of the window, destroys the target. Van der Graaf generator also comes out, destroys the target, and even in Van der Graaf generator, I cannot use electrons. Now, can you DM me? Can you send me the message why electrons cannot be used? I told you in cyclotron also why electrons cannot be used. Why do you think in particle accelerators, Devansh, very good answer. Why do you think electrons cannot be used in such? Chitra, excellent answer. Malhar, Rahul, correct. They are light in mass. Very difficult to control what is light. Arpit, correct. So can I say our Van der Graaf generator makes use of only positive ions? I cannot use negative ions, means I cannot use electrons because they are very light, I cannot control. Now, I want all of you to check the material. Actually, the best diagram was given in your old CBSE textbook. It was so precise. But now the newer versions are very good. But you guys to understand it is not that great. That is why we have to rely on some YouTube video. But nevertheless, there is a diagram of Van der Graaf generator. The first of the Van der Graaf generator is kept in MIT, US. So anytime anyone goes to Boston, please have a look at this. It is actually a kind of a museum where you can see the generator. Okay. If anyone has the good luck or the opportunity to go to Boston, okay, a lot of universities there. You can, if you love physics, you will really love that place. Okay. The actual particle accelerator, which was made first, is kept on display. Okay, over there in the lab. Now, over here, it is on page number 50 exactly. Just come to page number 50. You might have seen this somewhere. You can see. Tell me, have you seen a machine like this where you keep your hand on that, your hair goes up?
Yes, sir.
Have you seen some machine like that?
Yes,
It
sir.
is not exactly Van der Graaf, but it is a application. Actually, if you touch your hand on Van der Graaf generator, not your hair, you only will go up. Okay, millions of volt it produces. Millions of volt, enough to light up a small district. How does it generate? Let me tell you. Now, please look at the screen. I will try my best to explain the apparatus and I'll try my best to explain the working. Then I'll show you the YouTube video. After that, you tell me sincerely if you have understood 50-60%. Remaining the video will come and then you will understand. Okay. Now, I take an enclosed sphere and I take a pulley. You know what is a pulley? Like a belt which goes round and round. Understood this much? I take an enclosed sphere and I take a pulley where what happens? This pulley is going round and round. Have you seen a conveyor belt in an airport? Have you seen
Yes, sir.
conveyor belt in an airport? But this is a vertical conveyor belt. It goes up to down. Okay. Now, this is made up of non-conducting belt. Means it is made up of either, say, rubber or it is made up of plastic so that it cannot absorb charge. Okay. Now, look at the diagram. Can you see the pulley and the belt in the textbook, in the module? Check page number 50.
Yes.
Now, I will get high voltage rectifier. Okay. What is high voltage rectifier does not matter, but I'll tell you, it is a device which produces a lot of positive ions. It is a device which produces a lot of positive ions. It is not shown over here, but actually it is high voltage rectifier. Now, please look at the screen for some time. High voltage rectifier generates a lot of positive ion, and all these positive ions, please look at the screen, all these positive ions through the help of a comb get deposited on the bed. This is C2. Can you see C2 means comb 2?
Yes.
Now, HVR keeps producing positive ions. A positive ion will go through this comb and it will deposit the positive charge on the belt. Now, can I say since the belt is moving upwards, all this positive charge will go up. And up, can you see there is one more comb waiting for them? That comb is C1. Just check.
Yes, sir.
There is one more comb. So can I say that charges will go through the comb and start getting spread on the outer surface of the sphere? Can I say on the outer surface of the sphere, charges keep accumulating, accumulating, accumulating. Understood till here? Let me repeat. Let me take a journey of a single charge. Okay, see here. Single charge HVR, it gets generated. Where does it go? It goes here through the help of comb 1. Where does it get deposited? It gets deposited on the belt. Then belt is moving upwards. So can I say it keeps going upwards? And then this comb will absorb it and then it will get placed over here. Like that, millions of charges come, and can I say millions of charges get deposited on the upper surface. If you see the Van de Graaff generator, can you see the top sphere is full positive? Check.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now, can I say potential difference will be very, very high? Look at the screen. Can I say over here, I will have very high potential? Can I say I'll have very high potential over here? And can I say here I will have almost zero potential? Look at the diagram also. Can I say on the top I will have very high potential and down I will have almost zero potential? Correct or not correct?
They have opted.
Now tell me, if I release a positive charge from there, once look at the screen, if I release a positive charge which has very high potential difference, tell me what will happen to the charge. Very high potential means very high energy, correct? Very high potential means very high energy. Very high energy means very high speed, because formula of energy is half mv square. Therefore, please look at the screen. Please look at the screen. Can I say if I release a positive ion from the top, it will come down with such high speed. So if I keep a target over here, can I say it will destroy the target? Because it gets released with such high potential difference. Such high potential difference means what? Very high energy. Very high energy means what? Very high velocity. With that velocity, if the positive charge gets released, it will hit the target and it will destroy the target. Here they have not shown target, nor they have shown what is the positive charge going down. But this is the concept of Van de Graaff generator. Okay. Now, I will again start the explanation, but before that, I will show you the video. Okay. Now, give me some time. Let me search the video and put it on the group. All of you see it. Just 2-minute video and then come back. Okay. Before that, let me search the video. I send it on the group. See the video and come back. Okay, all of you. Can you do that much? See the video and come back. Start. Understood?
Yes,
The
sir.
motor is not HVR.
Yes,
The
sir.
motor is not HVR. The motor is just there to turn the pulley. HVR is that machine which they have not said, which generates positive ion. So now my diagram after this video will not look that great, but I hope you understood how the charge travels here. The positive charge travels from here. Correct. It is same like plasma. Peras, correct. That is the logic of plasma as well. From here, then it gets deposited over here. Now look at this. Now have you seen this in some exhibitions where you keep your hand on this, where there's a lot of lightning
Yes.
coming out and all
Yes, sir.
positive charges and your hair goes up. This is how it works.
Yes.
Easy. Now, the same thing that was explained in the video, now if you read this, you will understand. Okay. I hope it was clear. If it is not clear, I'll give you one more video, but this video I think perfectly explains how a Van de Graaff generator works. Is it fine, all of you?
Yes,
The
sir.
use of this, I'll tell you, use of this is it produces such high potential so that if I want to release one positive ion from there downwards, it will go with very high speed and it can destroy any molecular target. That is the use. And there are other uses also, especially in the field of medicine, okay, where it is used to destroy some tumors and all that. Not exactly Van de Graaff, similar to Van de Graaff. And what is the other name for Van de Graaff? The other name for Van de Graaff is particle accelerator. Easy. Now, can you read this at home, Van de Graaff generator topic?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So with that, we will stop for today. I will see you next week. And next Sunday, you'll have your exam, I think, which is combined. That is fine. And
Yes,
after
sir.
electrostatics 2, we will start with capacitance, which actually is a part of electrostatics itself. Okay, very easy topic, capacitor and capacitance. Okay, so I think, happy Guru Purnima, thank you, Sudesh. Some people had some doubts in some of the questions which I had not solved. Many of you said we have got it, but some of you said that can you explain this later? So you stay back. So today, whatever questions we have discussed, if you have doubts or if you want me to solve, stay back. If you have understood everything, you can log off. Okay.
Bye, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Aniket.
sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you, Siddhant.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, Sudesh. Thank you, Aniket. Bye, Rudra. Okay. So we'll wait and then we'll start with the questions. Okay? I will. Yeah, I'll keep my cam off because I need to write over there. Okay. So let me take the question 1 that I have got and then I'll explain. Okay. Peras is saying question number 12. Peras, correct? Question number 12.
Yes.
So first I'll solve this, then I'll go to the other people's doubts. Okay, all of you. First, let me start with question number 12. Now, whereas look at this, can I say my potential formula is minus E into dr, correct? Whereas,
Yes, sir.
so can I say in this case, my potential will be minus E as it is integration of the total distance,
Yes.
correct? Now the total distance that E travels is the arc. Correct? Now, do you know
Yes,
the
sir.
formula from 10th standard that S is equal to R
R
theta,
theta.
the length of an arc? Therefore, can I say the formula for this will be R theta, the total length? And this potential will be potential difference. That's it. This is the logic. Then you just take right hand side, left hand side and get the answer.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, Paras?
Yes, sir.
Okay, any other doubt, Paras?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Rahul is asking question number 10, logic of question number 10. Okay, so Rahul, look at this. Can I say work done is force into displacement? Or can I say work done is force is Q into E into displacement? Now, can I say my charge is negative because it is going reverse, check towards the origin. So it will be minus Q E, and the total displacement, can I say it is x2 minus x1 because it is going from distance 2 to distance 1. Correct? Now, since it is a plate, I can write minus Q as it is. Since it is a plate, electric field is sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Last class we did what is electric field of an electric plate. Okay? And inside the bracket, I will have x2 minus x1. And if I take the minus sign inside, I will get sigma as it is, Q as it is, 2 epsilon naught as it is, I will get x1 minus x2. This is the logic for question number 10.
Yes, sir.
Rahul and Savi, did you understand this? Check. Okay, Siddesh, let me know if you have understood. Savi,
Yes,
good, you
sir.
have understood. Rahul, tell me if you have understood.
Yes, sir.
So next question I am getting is question number 13. Okay, and after 13, I'm getting question number 2. I will finish question number 2 first, and then I'll go to question number 13. So if I start with question number 2, you know that work done is nothing but force into displacement. But since there are two displacement, work done will be force. What is force? QEX, correct? Or work done will be QE1A plus QE2B. This is the answer. Savi, tell me whether did you understand this? Okay. Now question number 13 is electric field is going from left to right. Therefore, the potential on the right will be greater than potential on the left. That means as I keep going towards the left, my potential will decrease. But in the question, I have point A over here, point B and point D, I think over here, and point C over here. How is it? Let me check the questions. Correct? Therefore, can I say if I go from right to left, my potential decreases. Therefore, A will have the highest potential, C will have the least potential. Between B and D, since B is at a positive level, so can I say first is A, second is B, third is D, and fourth is C. Check. This is how you get answer for 13, Rahul.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other question? If anyone else wants, let me know. Otherwise, if you're clear, you can log off.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. Ritik, any doubt? Let me know.